General Oakley was awarded the Distinguished Service Medal, the Legion of Merit with Combat B for Valor, the Navy Commendation Medal with Gold Star in lieu of Third Award, and the Purple Heart with Gold Star in lieu of Third Award. Private First Class Bruno continues the tradition of a long line of Marine Corps Bulldog mascots dating back to 1921, when Brigadier General Smedley Butler appointed Sergeant Major Jiggs as the first Bulldog mascot for Marine Corps Barracks, Quantico. Private First Class Bruno is being escorted by the Office of Communication Strategy and Operations, Sergeant Jesse Carter Powell.
Stop. Hold. Stop. And turn. Peace.
Spiritual development plays an important part in the making of a United States Marine. Lieutenant Brad D. Guillory, Chaplain Corps, United States Navy, will deliver the graduation prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Eternal Father, some people wonder all their lives if they have made a difference. These Marines do not have that problem. We are intensely proud of each of them and their noble accomplishment. We are grateful for all those who have sacrificed to bring them to this day. As they go forth for flag and country, the Corps in glory, and for one another, send down your blessings, O God, upon them all, that they may come through any ordeal with dignity. Semper Fidelis. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Take your book. Aye, aye, sir.
The Commanding General, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, welcomes you to what is a historical event in the life of a Marine, their graduation from boot camp. Approximately 40 weeks each year for the past 100 years, new Marines have departed San Diego for service with units of the Marine Corps around the globe. The primary mission of the Recruit Depot is to provide basic training to recruits enlisted west of the Mississippi, which represents approximately 51% of all applicants in the Marine Corps each year. The depot is also home to Recruiter School and Drill Instructor School. All of our efforts here are geared toward one end, producing America's finest fighting force, the United States Marine Corps. This morning, Company F, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Recruit Training Regiment will form and march in the parade. Following the pass and review, the graduating Marines will return front and center of the reviewing stand for final dismissal. The staff for today's parade is comprised of Marines from the Recruit Training Regiment. The Commander of Troops is Gunnery Sergeant Ernesto A. Sanchez, Company First Sergeant, Company F, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion. The Parade Adjutant is Gunnery Sergeant Sean M. Hudson, Drill Instructor, Company F, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Recruit Training Regiment. The marching units are now being called to attention, and the Adjutant's command, Sound Adjutant's call, will begin today's parade. displayed outstanding performances in 2 individually graded events. Private Tyler J. Gephardt from Platoon 2,134 as the company high shooter, scoring a 338 out of 350. Private First Class Beatrice Mondragon from Platoon 2,131 as the most physically fit Marine, scoring a 300 out of 300 on the physical fitness test and a 300 out of 300 on the combat fitness test. They will be receiving awards from the Marine Corps Association and Foundation. Not present today, but worth recognizing as the company honor graduates recruiter, Staff Sergeant Pedro Pacheco. Also present today is the primary marksmanship instructor with a platoon high shooting average of 215 out of 250, Sergeant Brandon C. Lofer. Recruit training is comprised of subjects required to produce basic Marines who function effectively in garrison. Are trained in rudimentary individual field and combat skills and practice of personal and professional traits which distinguishes them as Marines. Examples of these traits are discipline, the achievement of self-control and self-awareness which assures respect for authority, instant and willing obedience to orders, and the self-reliance to maintain or improve those traits which exemplify a Marine. Military bearing, consistently demonstrating military presence and personal awareness, as well as the proper wearing and maintenance of uniforms. Esprit de corps, acquiring the common spirit of the Marine Corps that inspires enthusiasm, devotion, pride, initiative, teamwork, aggressiveness, determination, moral courage, integrity, camaraderie, and the burning desire to work with and for others towards excellence in common goals. For 248 years, Marines have fought and won whenever and wherever the nation calls. In the harshest conditions, over the most brutal terrain, and against the most formidable enemies, Marines defend the ideals of freedom with grit and tenacity. Although battlefields change and capabilities evolve, history proves that true victory comes from the individual Marine with steeled resolve, the drive to overcome any obstacle, and the warrior spirit to fight on against all odds. It takes that steadfast faithfulness, semper fidelis, to corps, country, and each other that abounds throughout our storied legacy. Marines today remain in combat, forward deployed throughout the world, confronting every challenge with courage, loyalty, and faithfulness. They are resolved to be the most ready when the nation is least ready. To defend freedom, anytime and anywhere. To stand ready to aid those devastated by natural disasters. To pay tribute to those who have forged our proud legacy, and to honor the families and loved ones who faithfully stand beside us. For the Marines of Company F, today marks the end of the 13-week recruit training cycle. They have marched countless miles at Camp Pendleton, as well as on this parade deck, and have been trained, as are all Marines, as basic riflemen. In addition, due to an intensive physical training program, their strength and endurance have doubled since their arrival aboard the recruit depot. They are Marines, qualified to take their places in the ranks of the world's finest fighting organization. The platoons are now being aligned from left to right in order to get them into their exact positions for the parade. The next portion of the ceremony will be our national anthem. We welcome veterans and members of the armed forces to join us in rendering appropriate honors with a military salute. For guests who have not served in the military, it is proper etiquette during the national anthem to place their right hands over their hearts, and for those in the audience wearing headgear to remove it. Will the guests please rise for the presentation of the colors? Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. At the command, hoist the colors. The color guard moves into position within the parade. This signifies that the entirety of the parade has been formed and is ready to be presented to the command. Following the command, parade rest, the parade adjutant will give the command sound off, which signals the band to parade forward of the assembled Marines while playing military marching music. The parade adjutant now presents the assembled command to the commander of troops.
Sir, praise forward. Very well, take your post. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Ready, cut. Ready, march.
Series 2,129, all present. D 2,133, all present.
Sir, all present or accounted for. Aye, aye, sir. Attention! No! Orders! Headquarters! Recruit Training Battalion! Marine Corps Recruit Depot! San Diego, California! 15 December, 2023! The office of the day today is Captain Estrella. The office of the day tomorrow is Second Lieutenant Sancho. Five, Order of B.F. Brother, Colonel, Sergeant Drinker.
At the command, officers set to march. All unit commanders and battle bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their Marines. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with the tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, those in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for their dedicated service to corps and country. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel James R. Smith.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. You gotta bring a second to the fight. It's remedial action. Well, on behalf of Commanding General, Brigadier General James A. Ryans, the Commanding General of the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, and the Western Recruiting Region, as well as on behalf of Colonel Peter M. Rumler, the Commanding Officer of the Recruit Training Regiment, welcome to the graduation of Company F. To start, I'd like to recognize today's parade reviewing official, Master Gunner Sergeant Hunk, United States Marine Corps retired, whose impressive biography you will hear shortly. Master Guns, thanks for being here. It's a welcome to have you. It's my distinct pleasure to speak to you this morning for a few minutes to express both the pride and the gratitude which I feel for this formation behind me, and that begins with you, the friends and families of these new Marines. Thank you for your love and support on their journey to this momentous day. Thank you for trusting us with your loved one, and thank you for your continued support in their new vocation. From all of us, welcome to the Marine Corps family. Now, speaking of families, seated to the right of the reviewing stand are the families of the Company F staff. And no one knows more than you the time and dedication that it takes to transform a civilian into a United States Marine. Sergeant Major and I are incredibly grateful for your sacrifice and your support, which enables these drill instructors and officers to perform this critical task. Ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in a round of applause for the families of Fatal Fox? You know, making Marines is truly a team effort, and at the forefront of that effort are Marine recruiters stationed across this great country. These men and women work tirelessly to identify, educate, and inspire the next generation of Marines. This legion of recruiters are represented today by Sergeant Sonnerholm from Recruiting Station Denver, Colorado, who's responsible for helping guide the company honor graduate Lance Corporal Fafita into our Corps. And for any of you 17 to 28-year-olds out here, inspired by what you see, my honor recruiter will speak to you immediately following graduation. You know, our other partner in that endeavor to make Marines are the instructors of Weapons Field Training Battalion, who teach the critical combat skills necessary to fight and win in any climate place. They're represented today by Sergeant Loafer, our top performing instructor for combat marksmanship on the rifle range. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our recruiters and our combat instructors. Well done, Marines. The last group that I'd like to recognize certainly needs no introduction, for everyone knows the distinct campaign cover of a legendary Marine Corps drill instructor. And from the moment a recruit arrives on the depot, there was a drill instructor with them, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, tirelessly instilling the qualities and esprit de corps of a United States Marine and leaving an indelible mark on those they lead. Trust me, your Marine will never forget the name, the face, or the sweet, tender, gentle, loving voice of their drill instructor. Would you join me in a final round of applause for the Marines who make Marines, the drill instructor of the Company F? Now, these Marines behind me are on average 19-year-old high school graduates, and 2 have college degrees. They come to us from every state and territory in the Western Recruiting Region and 5 countries around the world, having immigrated from places like the Philippines, Mexico, and Iraq. And when they raise their right hand and swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, they differentiated themselves from 99% of their peers. Upon arrival here, these drill instructors forged them in the fires of martial discipline, shaping their minds and bodies in the mold of generations of Marines who have worn our cloth. These new Marines proved themselves worthy and capable, carrying heavy loads, long distances over rugged, mountainous terrain to be where they're needed, when they're needed, to accomplish any mission. moms and dads, I guarantee. But the truly important change is the one which has taken place within, where they have been immersed in our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. And by virtue of standing here today, they have embraced them as their own. And it is because of this, because of the journey they have undergone, and because of the moral, mental, and physical development they have displayed, that I am pleased to present 499 young men and women who can forever proudly claim the title United States Marine. If you excuse me briefly, I'd like to address the newest members of our Corps. Good morning, Marines. Sergeant Major and I are incredibly proud of you. We've watched you learn, strive, and grow these past months, and we are pleased to welcome you to our ranks. You can be justifiably proud of what you've accomplished here. You earned your tan belt in our martial arts program. Some of you learned to swim in water survival training, and many overcame a fear of heights and our confidence in obstacle course. You learned weapons deployment to deliver precision fires from targets from a staggering distance of 500 yards, and in the final test, you completed the grueling crucible, where you were required to demonstrate exemplary character, physical and mental toughness, the ability to decide, act, and communicate, leadership, and a warfighter spirit. And every Marine, past and present, expects you to display those same attributes in your future trials. So having completed the most rigorous recruit training on this globe, you are ready to carry on our tradition as America's Naval Expeditionary Force in readiness. As you go forward on the next leg of your journey, I implore you, be safe, be smart, and make good decisions. Remember that eagle glove and anchor pressed into the palm of your hand atop the Reaper represents 248 years of Marines who have come before you. You must always be worthy of that legacy and protect what you have earned. And so on behalf of the Marines, sailors, and civilians here aboard Marine Corps Recruit Depot, let me offer you a traditional naval
Now taking their position in the reviewing area is today's parade reviewing official, Master Gunnery Sergeant Tori Hunk, United States Marine Corps retired. He is accompanied by Sergeant Major Orangel A. Lee, Sergeant Major for Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region.
Regiment! Attend! Reason! Staff, reason. Sword. Staff, order, sword.
Master Gunnery Sergeant Hunk enlisted in the Marine Corps in February of 1992 and attended recruit training at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, California. Private Hunk attended the Field Radio Operators course in July of 1992 at the Marine Corps Communication Electronics School in 29 Palms, California. He has served in a variety of challenging billets in numerous commands to include Forward Observer for 9th Marine Regiment, Camp Hansen, Okinawa, Japan. Radio Supervisor for the Marine Expeditionary Force Command Element. Ground Mobile Forces Satellite Communications Chief for 6th Communications Battalion, where he deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Operations Chief for 1st Marine Logistics Group, where he deployed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. And Communications Chief for 1st Marine Division. In February of 2022, Master Gunnery Sergeant Hunk retired after 30 years of honorable service. His personal awards include the Legion of Merit, the Meritorious Service Medal 2nd Award, the Navy and Marine Corps Combination Medal 5th Award, and the Navy Achievement Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Master Gunnery Sergeant Tori Hunk.
Right! Hey!
The pass and review is a tradition within all military units, allowing the unit commander to formally inspect the unit under their charge. More than 1 million Marines have completed their training here in the past 100 years and have departed San Diego for combat in conflicts around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with Marine courage and dedication. Names such as Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Busan, Incheon, Chosin Reservoir, Quezon, Way City, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Somalia, Fallujah, Ramadi, Arjah, Sangin, and our most current operations worldwide. This parade deck is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine trained here ever forgets its sights and sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, as the national flag passes directly in front of you, please rise. Once it passes, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of troops, Military Sergeant Ernesto Sanchez, and the regimental staff. Staff Sergeant Frederick J. Villegas. Pamphlets, you will find the Marines Hymn. The Marines Hymn has a history dating back to 1859 and has a long-standing tradition for Marines to face the direction of the music and stand at attention when it is heard. It is now directed at all Marines present who have served honorably, and ladies and gentlemen, you're all encouraged to join. Sing the words to the first verse as Marine Band San Diego performs Anchors Away, followed by the Marines Hymn. Remember guests, please rise. The Marine Corps' uniqueness and strength as an elite fighting force is directly attributable to the magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers who train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in recruits through their observance and relationship with their drill instructors and officers. Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, Recruit Training provides thousands of America's finest young men and women with the basic knowledge and skills to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high values and tough standards. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is meet Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the Marines graduating today, the long, arduous journey of the last 13 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill the ranks of our Corps, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideals and standards of the United States of America and the United States Marine Corps. Although Company F prepares for the final dismissal from boot camp, their initial training is not over. Soon after graduation, they will report to the School of Infantry in Pendleton, California, where they will continue to be trained to serve as an effective member of the Marine Rifle Squad. Fundamental premise that everyone is a rifleman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of the difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Ryan Y. Kim. The company first sergeant is Gunnery Sergeant Ernesto A. Sanchez. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the company staff of Company F. The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons.
Guide! Center! Punch!
The guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit and are a source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon those Marines who displayed outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and character, and were selected as the platoon honor graduates. The platoon honor graduates compete for the titles of series and company honor graduate. They are considered the top Marines graduating today and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility in the Marine Corps.
Hey!
The guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors. The honor graduates will now be presented a plaque by the battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel James R. Smith, and the battalion Sergeant Major Amina T. Sergey. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all honor graduates have been recognized.
Present! Arms! Order! Arms!
The honor graduate for platoon 2129 is Private First Class Manuel G. Goddard from Madera, California. The honor graduate for platoon 2130 is Private First Class Trevor Lepichata from Windsor, Colorado. The honor graduate for platoon 2131 and the company honor graduate is Lance Corporal Amadine S. Pepita from Denver, Colorado. Lance Corporal Pepita is also the recipient of the Chester Foley Award for her outstanding meritorious performance while in recruit training. The honor graduate for platoon 2133 is Private First Class Ryan T. Cherry from Hutchinson, Kansas. The honor graduate for platoon 2134 is Private First Class Christian L. Simmons from Los Angeles, California. And the honor graduate for platoon 2135 and the series honor graduate is Private First Class Raymond A. Juarez from San Bernardino, California. Ladies and gentlemen, the honor graduates of Company F.
Company First Sergeant!
Company First Sergeant, report his order.
Dismiss the company.
Aye, aye, sir.
The company first sergeant will now have the honor graduates return to their platoon before their final dismissal.
Halt! Halt!
Intel!
Company First Sergeant will now give the command to the senior drill instructors to dismiss their platoons. Needless to say, this will be the most welcome command they have received throughout recruit training.
Senior drill instructors! Dismiss your platoons! Aye, aye, First Sergeant! Look out! Go, Sergeant!